Welcome to the Waves Africa Developer YouTube channel. In this video, I'll be introducing you to the Waves blockchain network, where you understand the different networks on the Waves platform. Let's get right to it. First of all, let's understand what a blockchain network is as regard to the Waves ecosystem. A blockchain network is a computer network that consists of nodes. These nodes are computers or other devices connected to the Waves blockchain using the Waves node application. So what that means in essence is if you have a computer or a server running the Waves node application, it is part of the Waves blockchain network. And with that out of the way, let's look at the key differentiator of the different Waves blockchain network, which is the chain ID. The chain ID is a blockchain setting that affects the forming of an address. It's what differentiates different addresses formed on the different networks on the Waves blockchain. It makes it impossible to move transactions from one blockchain network to the other. So if you're on one network, you can't really send or connect a transaction to another person or another address on another network on the Waves blockchain. Now, the Waves blockchain networks in full. What are they? They are the Mainnet, the Testnet, and the Stagenet. These are the three blockchain networks on the Waves ecosystem. Let's look at each in total. The Mainnet. The Mainnet, which is short for main network, is the original and functional blockchain where actual transactions take place on the Waves blockchain. So anytime you're buying or selling Waves on any Waves exchange platforms or any platform that supports Waves or on the Waves.exchange, you are interacting with the main blockchain network, which is the mainnet. So it is integrated with all Waves clients by default, which includes the Waves wallet for your Android and your iOS, Waves.exchange as I've mentioned before. And it has a chain ID of W. Let's look at the next Waves blockchain network, which is the Testnet. And the Testnet, which is short for the test network, is the Waves blockchain network for testing. So it's a blockchain network for Waves developers or developers that are building on Waves. So if you have a smart contract, the very first place you test your smart contracts is on the testnet before you move it up to the mainnet, which will make it available to the general public or the general users of the Waves platform. These also have a chain ID of T. Lastly, let's look at the Stagenet. Now, this is a newer blockchain network on the Waves ecosystem, and it was made in order for Waves to test experimental functionalities. Now, before the Stagenet, these experimental functionalities were normally tested on the testnet, but it was discovered that it normally leads to rollbacks on the testnet, which will cause breaks in developer codes or developer DApps. So because of that constraint, the Waves team developed the Stage network to test these experimental functionalities that might lead to rollback. So it has a chain ID of S. Now let's take a recap of everything you've learned in this YouTube video. You've learned what Waves networks are and the importance of the chain ID and what it is. You've also learned the different Waves network, which are the mainnet, which is the network that the general public that uses Wave use by default, the testnet which developers test on, and the Stagenet which experimental functionalities for the Waves blockchain are tested before they are deployed on either the testnet or the mainnet.